Today's flow will be a 35-minute hip opening sequence, targeting the legs, the hips, the knees, any areas of soreness in your legs. Grab a mat, some water, and some blocks, finding yourself on your mat. Begin to ground down into the mat below. Notice how you feel today as you sit here, grounding. Is there any tension in your body? Notice these areas of tension, and as you inhale, breathe it in. As you exhale, release the tension. Inhale that spot of soreness, tightness, and exhale, release. Continue this way for a few breaths. Now begin to turn your attention to your thoughts. Notice where your mind wanders. What comes up for you? Follow the mind and notice. Just notice where it goes. Again, inhale, breathing in these thoughts. On your next inhale, flutter the eyes open, coming into our tabletop position. Shoulders over the wrists, knees under the hips. Checking that your toes are directly behind your knees. Inhale, opening the chest. And exhale, rounding, pressing through the mat. Inhale, opening the heart, gaze forward. Exhale, round, pressing through the mat. Inhale to arch the back. Exhale, round, pressing the mat away. Again, inhaling, arching, opening across the collarbone area. Exhale to round and press the mat away, rounding through the spine. Inhale, arch. And this time, exhale, child's pose. Sink the heels. Toes come together. Knees can be wide or together on the mat. Reach your hands out in front and place your forehead down on the ground. Option for a block under the tailbone here. Really breathing into this relaxing position. Inhale, coming up through our upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck tailbone under, sink it back, child's pose for modified cat-cow. A few more like this. Inhale, arch. Exhale to round and sink back, child's pose. Again, inhale to arch. Gaze forward. Exhale, round and sink the hips for child's pose. Staying in child's pose now, on an inhale, tenting the fingertips, walking the hands over to the left. Option 2, place the palms down, reaching the right hand on top of the left for a deeper stretch. Option to gaze underneath the left armpit. Breathe here. Feeling the stretch in your right side body. Inhale, tenting the fingertips, walk them over to the right side, taking the same variation you took on the other side. Option to plant those palms, placing the left palm on top of the right. Option to gaze underneath that right armpit, feeling the stretch in the left side body. On an inhale, walk your fingertips back forward, stretching out, releasing back at your child's pose. Inhale, coming back into tabletop, reach those left fingertips forward, and the right heel rises, reaching back towards the back of the mat. Inhale here, rolling out the wrists and the ankles. Exhale to crunch, knee to nose, bringing the elbow towards the knee. Inhale, extend, keeping the navel in. Exhale to crunch. Again, inhale, extend. This time placing the left hand down, coming back through our tabletop position. Inhale, reaching the right fingertips forward and the left heel back this time, as if someone is pulling you apart. Inhale here, reaching, rolling out the wrists and ankles. Exhale to crunch it in. Inhale, extend, really reaching through those fingertips. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale to crunch. This time, inhale, extend. And exhale, planting the right hand and the left knee down. Tuck under the toes, inhale, and exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Sinking back the heels, rising those hips, rolling shoulder blades down and back, checking that your fingertips are spread wide. Inhale up onto the toes, exhale to sink the heels. Inhale up onto the toes, exhale, sink the heels. Go ahead and pedal out your dog here, bending one knee and then the other. Inhale up onto the toes, exhale to sink the booty back towards the heels, gaze forward. Inhale, coming into plank. Exhale to shift back, sinking booty down. Inhale, pushing forward to plank. Exhale, sink the booty. This time, inhale, stepping forward all the way to the front of the mat, coming to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold deeper. Really engaging through your quads. Maybe using your arms as leverage to pull you deeper. Maybe hands around your calves. Option to bend the elbows, grab opposite elbows, bend through the knees, and swing side to side gently. Inhale, root to rise. Arms all the way overhead. Exhale, palms together, baby back bend, gazing at the thumbs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, palms come forward, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, the swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back through plank. Lower your knees, lower the toes, coming through our modified chaturanga, lowering down. Inhale, press the tops of the feet into the mat, open the chest, maybe lifting the hands. Exhale, lowering the hands. Pushing yourself back through child's pose. Rest the forehead to the mat. Inhale, rocking forward, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting the left leg, open, bend, stack, and open that hip, rolling out the ankle. Take some hip circles here with that knee bent, flexing through the foot a lot. Straighten the foot, bringing knee towards the nose, plant the left foot by the left thumb, coming into our lunge. Plant the right hand, reaching left fingertips up toward the sky, open for a twist. Gaze towards the fingertips. Keep the legs engaged, scissor the inner thighs together. Exhale, planting the left hand next to the left foot, untuck the toes, drop the knee, coming up, low lunge. Inhale, rise the hands up towards the sky, sending energy up. On exhale, bring the hands back to the inside of the left foot. Reach the chest forward. Exhale to release, coming into lizard position. Option to come down to your forearms or to come down to your forearms on a block. Breathe here. Inhale, coming back onto the hands if you aren't already, raising through that right quad. Stretch the left foot back, option for triangle, 1 foot push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, pedaling out the feet. Great job. Inhale, rising the right foot this time, bend, stack, open that hip, and roll out the ankle. Coming into some hip circles here, opening through that hip, flexing through the right foot a lot. Inhale, bringing that right foot towards the right thumb. Place the left hand down, open the heart, reaching the right fingertips up towards the sky. Twisting. Gaze towards the right fingertips. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to plant the right hand, walking the right foot out towards the right edge of the mat. Drop the left knee, drop the left toes. Inhale, arms reach up, low lunge. Holding here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to plant the hands inside the right foot. Lift the chest, reaching your chest and the crown of your head forward. And exhale to release, coming down onto your forearms if you can. Option to come down onto your forearms on a block. Option to stay on your palms. Reaching that chest forward, feeling the stretch in the right hip. On an inhale, come up onto your palms if you aren't already. Coming up, tucking the left toes, engaging through the left quad. Shoot the right foot back, coming into a chaturanga or triangle. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale to sink the booty. Walk, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Release. Inhale, root to rise. Rising the arms overhead. Palms come together. Exhale, baby back bend, gazing at the palms. Inhale, rise. Exhale, palms come forward. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms rise towards the sky. Exhale to swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg rises, hips square, knee to nose. Plant the left foot. Plant the right hand and reach that left fingertips towards the sky. Opening for a twist. Option to stay here, option to rise your twist for a full crescent revolved twist. Option to bring that left hand to the right thigh, bringing the right hand overhead, gazing at those right fingertips. Breathe here, engage through the inner thighs. Exhale, coming back through the revolved twist. Planting the right hand for that twist. Bringing the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Walk the left foot out to the left side of the mat, coming into our high lizard position. Inhale, step the right foot to meet the left to the outside of the right hand, coming into our yogi squat, malasana. Hands can come to prayer position using the elbows as leverage to open your hips. Priority is to keep the spine straight, reaching the crown of the head towards the sky. Inhale to rise. Exhale to walk the feet together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Option to wrap the peace fingers around the big toes, pulling the elbows out to the side to leverage yourself deeper into your forward fold. On an inhale, root to rise, arms come overhead. Exhale, place the hands together, baby back bend. Inhale to rise, and exhale, sweeping the hands forward, mountain pose. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, coming through our chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, gaze forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sink those hips back. Inhale, rising the right foot. Plant the right foot by the right thumb. Planting the left hand, rising the right fingertips towards the sky, open for a twist. Stay here, option to rise, revolved crescent twist. Breathe here. Option to stay here, option to bring right fingertips to the right thigh, left fingertips reach towards the sky, hips square. Scissor those inner thighs together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to come back through our twist, planting the left hand, rolling out the wrist. Opening for our lizard position, right foot towards the right edge of the mat. Inhale, opening lizard. And as we exhale, bringing the left foot to the outside of the left hand, sinking the hips down for Malasana, our yogic squat. Option to bring those elbows to the inside of the legs, palms together for more leverage. Inhale here. And exhale, rise. Inhale, reaching the arms overhead. Adjust your stance so that your feet are parallel. Hands come to the hips. Exhale to slowly lower down, twisting towards the right and the left, opening up those outer hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back through plank. Holding your plank here. Inhale to lift the left heel off the mat, hovering at about a foot above the mat. Switch. Inhale to hover that right foot. Exhale, plant it down. Inhale, hover the left. Plant it down. And inhale to hover the right. Plant it down. Exhale to slowly lower down through our chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, sinking the hips back to downward facing dog. Relax here. Inhale, rise the left heel towards the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, planting that left foot by the left hand. Inhale, reaching the left hand up towards the sky, twist. Coming through our revolved crescent twist, if that's in your practice. Option to plant that left hand. Option to reach the right fingertips towards the sky. On an exhale, coming back through our twist, planting the right hand, then the left on the inside of the left foot, lizard. Inhale here. Exhale, rotating on our feet, bending through the left knee, flexing through the right toes a lot, skandasana. Skandasana to the back of the mat, switching so our right knee is bent. Frame the right foot coming into our right twist. Plant the left hand, option to revolve, coming up, really extending through those arms. Option to plant the right fingertips on the left thigh, reaching left fingertips up towards the sky. Revolving our twist. Exhale to plant the left fingertips down, reaching left fingertips high. Plant the right fingertips on the inside of that right foot, coming through our lizard position. And exhale to sweep that right foot back, coming back into our downward facing dog. Inhale, high up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, interlacing the fingers behind the back. Exhale to forward fold, bringing those shoulders as low as they can get to the mat. Prioritizing straightening the back over getting the arms closer to the ground. Feeling the stretch in your shoulders. Inhale, slowly rising, releasing your hands, halfway lift. Exhale to place the hands coming through plank. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine the heart forward. Exhale, sink the hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left heel towards the sky, flex the foot. Exhale, knee to nose, planting the left foot by the left thumb. Coming into our wide-legged forward fold, so rotating the feet. Feet are parallel, straight. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. Placing your hands in between your feet. If your head can touch the ground, walk your feet slightly closer. Breathing here, engaging through those feet, really gripping the mat. On an inhale, halfway lift, coming into the fingertips, bring the hands to the hips, and slowly rise to standing. Toes out, heels in, rise the hands for star pose. Exhale, sinking down into your hips, goddess. Cactus the arms. Energetically reaching through those fingertips. Inhale, rise the right toes, then the left. Right toes, then the left. You got this. Rise those toes. Alternatively, you can come all the way up onto both toes, then lower down. Inhale. Great job. Up to star pose. Bringing the feet back to parallel. Exhale, lowering to halfway, hands on your hips. Then releasing the hands, coming down into our forward fold. Option to come to the right knee here. Really stretching through that left side body. Take what movement feels nice to you in this forward fold. If you went to the right side, switch to the left side. Opening through the right side body. Coming back through center, inhale, halfway lift, bringing the hands to the hips, and rising to standing. Bend through the left knee, stepping the left foot forward, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising chair pose, reaching your hands forward. Feet can be hips width apart, or they can be together if that's more comfortable for you. Prioritizing sinking the hips and keeping the knees over the toes. Inhale, coming up onto the toes, slowly sinking down. Wrapping your hands around your knees, staying balanced here. Option to bring the forehead down to the knees. If you lose your balance, don't worry, just come back into it. Inhale, reaching the fingertips forward, slowly rocking back into a seated position. Bringing your legs out long in front of you, flexing your feet a lot, engaging quads. Reach your fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the fingertips next to your thighs, slowly hinging the hips forward, keeping the back straight, reaching through the crown of your head. Flex through your feet a lot, engage the quads. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale to sink deeper. Option to bring the block directly underneath your knees if that's more comfortable for you. Inhale, lengthening, and exhale to sink. Option to grab one wrist around your feet. On your next inhale, slowly walk the fingertips back up, straightening the spine, opening the legs to a wide-legged position. Flex through your feet a lot, reaching the left fingertips towards the left foot. Right fingertips reach towards the right foot. Maybe grabbing onto the right toes, opening the left side body. Inhale to really crack open the heart, gazing over that left armpit towards the sky. Inhale, reaching the fingertips back or up to center. Left fingertips come towards the right toes. Right hand comes towards the left toes. Coming into the other side. Option to grab the big toe here. Gazing underneath that right armpit. flexing through the feet a lot. Inhale, coming back through center. Bring the soles of the feet together, opening them like a book. Heels come as close to your chest as they can. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to walk the fingertips forward, forward fold. Finding a spot of discomfort, but not of pain. Breathe here. Really breathe into those spots of tension that you may feel in your hips. Inhale, rising back up, bring the knees together. Bring the feet down onto the mat, knees rise. Inhale, opening the palms towards the sky. Option to stay here, option to raise those feet to about a 90-degree angle, coming into our boat pose. Option to stay here, option to straighten those legs, keeping the spine long, gaze forward. Great job. Option to bend one knee, then the other. Really engaging the core, keeping that spine straight. If at any point you feel your spine start to round, just lower your feet down. As we exhale, slowly lowering down all the way to the mat. Relax. Inhale, bringing the heels towards the sit bones. Reach your fingertips so that your fingertips can barely touch your heels. Press the shoulders into the mat. Inhale, rise the hips, bridge pose. Option to stay here, option to interlace the fingers behind the back, rolling the shoulders under. Making sure that you can still see your thighs. Squeezing your thighs together. Inhale to stay. And exhale here. Again, inhale to stay, exhale to slowly lower down, vertebra by vertebra. Knock the knees together, letting the spine decompress. On an inhale, reach your heels up towards the sky, stacking them over your hips. Option to stay here, option to place a block underneath your sacrum, opening the palms towards the sky. Waterfall position. Option to reach your fingertips towards your toes, rolling out the ankles, rolling out the wrists. Maybe pointing and flexing through the toes. Exhale to release the hands down. And slowly lowering the feet down, removing the block if you have one. Extending the legs long. Inhale, pull the left knee in towards the chest, hugging it in. Roll out the left ankle. Inhale to twist, opening up the left knee towards the right side of the body. Option to place a block underneath the left knee. Opening the arms to a T. Option to gaze forward. Option to gaze over the left shoulder. Prioritizing keeping the shoulders on the mat over rolling the knee all the way onto the floor. Breathe here. Inhale, reaching the left knee in towards the chest. And switching sides. Inhale, bending the right knee towards the chest. Hug it in. Roll out the right ankle. Inhale here and roll your right knee towards the left side of the body. Option for a block underneath your right knee. Opening the arms to a T. Gazing forward or gazing over towards the right fingertips. Prioritizing keeping the shoulders on the mat over bringing the right knee to the ground. Inhale here. And exhale, really release. On your next inhale, coming back through center, removing the block, had one, and coming into our final resting position, Shavasana. Feet mat width distance, relaxing your feet towards the outer edges of the mat, opening the hands towards the sky to receive, or planting your hands on the mat, on the ground, to ground. Go ahead and close your eyes, relaxing into your mat. Let your body melt onto your mat, sinking deeper into the earth. Slowly beginning to roll out the wrists and ankles. Inhale, reaching the hands overhead, pointing the toes for a long body stretch. Bring those knees in towards your chest, rolling over onto whichever side feels most natural. Maybe laying on your bicep. Coming into a fetal position here. Using one hand to push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Hands to heart center. The love, light, and teacher in me honors, cherishes, and appreciates the love, light, and teacher in all of you. Bring your hands to your third eye in between the eyebrows. Namaste. Thank you so much for attending my class today. Hope you really enjoyed it. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day and your hips feel open.